Okay, everybody, hey, welcome to Tuesday morning. Like I mentioned in my last video, I took off Monday, so I'm just now getting the week started. I'm out here at the Oakley, North Little Rock yard. Just getting the truck loaded up and cranked up. I've really already done my inspection, but hadn't gone on the clock yet. I called and talked to Manuel, my dispatcher, a few minutes ago. It's only about 7:20 in the morning. So he told me to call him back in about 30 minutes. He'd try to have me a load. But so yeah, I'm parked here at the North Little Rock Oakley yard. This is one of the areas where guys that park here can park. There's also more spaces over there. And then you can park your personal vehicle along here. And then there's the driver's lounge right there. The main office is over there beyond those trees. So that's the layout anyway. But I wanted to mention, you know, Friday I was able to get my trailer in the shop. Well, I got a truck wash and a trailer wash inside and out. Been a while since I'd done that. And also checked it into the shop where they fixed this for me. You know, I've had this trailer a few months, and I used the swing gate, you know, where you take this pin out and you just let it swing out like this instead of opening the door all the way. And I did that once. I had so much trouble getting this pin out and then back in because these hinges were out of alignment. I never used it again. I've always been opening my door, which is sometimes not the best way to do it. So you can see here, they torched this piece here, got it good and hot, and then hammered on it with a sledgehammer until it lined up real good. And then they knocked the rust off of this pin with a, I don't know, a grinder type tool. And yeah, it's fitting a lot better. And it made this pin here that goes up in there, you have to open this to open up the barn door, as we call it. It fits in better too. I mean, the door is just lined up better now, so glad to get that done. And they also replaced this handle for me on my tarp pole. You know, we got this pole here that helps us roll and unroll our tarp, and they replaced this little handle here because it had gotten bent and was loose, just kind of awkward. Kind of made for an awkward grab when I was trying to rotate the tarp over. So there we are. I had a nice fella, I think his name was Adrian. I hope I got that right. He goes by Scruffy Transportation, I think is what was on his truck. He's a pneumatic tanker driver. Said he's been with Oakley almost a year, but he had done tankers before that. Loving it. But he recognized me, so stopped and talked a minute while I was unloading stuff out of my Jeep into the Peterbilt. So it was nice talking to him. Yeah, he just pulled off and hit the road. So yeah, just waiting on a load. It's a nice cool morning. Temperatures have been down around, you know, 28 degrees, 30 degrees for the last few nights. But the sky is blue, sun is shining, so you know, for February I'll take it any day, any day. So that's what's going on. Just waiting for a load assignment, and we'll pick it up there. It is 9:08 on Tuesday morning. I've been sitting here for close to 2 hours. Got my inspection done. I've actually already rolled my tarp off. But they just sent me a load picking up just 3 or 4 miles from here at All Tech Recycling. That's a familiar place. I pick up there a lot and deliver there a lot. One of my favorite places. And it's going up to the most incorporated in Troy, Missouri. Let me let this fella walk in front. Looks like he's just coming from the showers. He ought to be clean and happy by now. Look at him walking fast. Okay. We'll just give you a look at what's going on here on a Tuesday morning at the North Little Rock Oakley yard. You know, I had somebody email me yesterday, Susan, I think her name was, saying she's been looking at coming to Oakley, but she has a condo truck, you know, with a extra bunk in it, and she thought she'd have to get a flat top or a mid-roof like mine to come to Oakley. And I was like, no, we have drivers with condos. Then she responded that she's going to have to get her hazmat endorsement, which that's a smart thing to do and not hard to do. I had to renew mine just a few months ago. Just takes you a little bit of studying and go take the test. Not too much trouble. So anyway, good luck with that, Susan. There's a guy hauling scrap metal, probably doing a local run here from close by here and dumping it onto a barge would be my guess. All right, so my work order has this load with a delivery appointment tomorrow at noon. So after I get loaded and get on the road, I'm gonna call the lady up at Most Incorporated in Troy, Missouri, and see if she's got any openings for earlier in the morning. Because I'll be able to I could get to Troy, Missouri today. Problem is, there's not a place very close to there to stop for the night. They have no overnight parking whatsoever. They don't even have daytime parking. Remember, this is the place where you have to park out in the middle of the street just to deliver there. So, with any luck, maybe she'll be able to squeeze me in an earlier appointment. Otherwise, that's just gonna waste the whole morning for me. I'm kind of an early guy. I think it was about a week and a half ago I had an appointment like that where it was for like 10 in the morning or something, and I called her and she let me bump it up to 7 a.m., which was much better. But that happens. They're building a new medical clinic over here on the corner to the right. But that happens, you know, when you get out of your weekly routine and take a day off like I did yesterday. You know, it changes your routine. You just gotta expect that you're gonna have a short week and not as many miles and a smaller pace settlement. But, you know, it's just something you gotta do every now and then. I had somebody, you know, I posted just a couple days ago, I posted my review video of 2023, my numbers, and somebody mentioned that I should also point out that along with those numbers that I reported, I should also make the point that I get home every weekend, which is very true. That is an excellent point. And yeah, I'm on a routine where I get home typically on the weekends, you know, Friday or sometimes Saturday morning, leave out early Monday morning or maybe Sunday afternoon, just depends on the load. And Oakley's been great about getting me home on the weekends. No complaints there. I have stayed out maybe 2 or 3 weekends since I started with Oakley. You know, I've been with Oakley now for about 14 months, I guess. And I think all of them was, it's not because Oakley hung me out. It was because, you know, I chose to stay out because, you know, I don't know, I think maybe, you know, like if I started the week on a Tuesday or Wednesday because my truck was in the shop, or maybe I was on vacation or something. You know, if I start the week on a Wednesday or something like that, I may stay out for the weekends. But typically, yeah, I'm home on the weekends. So those numbers I reported are for a guy that gets home on the weekends. And that's up to you. You know, Oakley's very flexible. Some guys like to stay out 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time or more, and you can do that. It's flexible. You know, it's kind of up to you. And some of the divisions, and depending on where you live, you know, like I've had guys that even doing end dump based on where they live. You know, Oakley said, look, you know, based on where you live, you're going to have to stay out for a couple of weeks at least. But with where I live and doing the end dumps, it's not a problem. But I think like with the pneumatic tankers, for example, I think those guys have to commit to staying out for at least 2 weeks. So anyway, I'm going just down the road here to All-Tech Recycling. I'll try to give you a little shot of that, although I've filmed from there many times. I'm only about a mile from there, so I'll pick this up there. Thought I'd show you the approach here to All-Tech Recycling. Got this bumpy railroad track here. Don't be going too fast over this or you'll lose your teeth. So this is just a little dead-end road. In fact, you can probably see the traffic. That's I-40 up there. You can see traffic going crossways there. But we have fuel terminals up and down this road. Lots of fuel trucks coming in and out of here. But to the left, we have All-Tech Recycling. It's a small place. You come in here and you just kind of loop around the building and you exit here. Scale is right here. Scale in office is just there to the left. Speed limit getting on the scale is 3. And they mean it. If you go too fast on here, it sets off the alarm and she'll come out here and tell you to go back around and get on the scale. All right, there's a digital readout over here on the wall to the left. Looks like I'm gonna weigh about 31,320 with me in the truck. Let me go check in. Checked in, although that was a little bit of a problem. This is my second time on the scale. First time I scaled in and tried to check in, I didn't have a pickup number on my order, so I had to drive around. You know, there was another truck behind me, so I had to drive around, call dispatch. It took them 3 or 4 minutes to get the pickup number. I guess they had sent out all the orders without getting the associated pickup numbers put on the orders. So anyway, no big deal. It took me an extra 5 or 6 minutes. I checked in and she gave me this little form here that the loader will have to sign off on. It basically just has today's date on it, who the customer is, and some kind of scale ticket number. All right, so this other truck that was behind me is now in front of me. Looks like he's probably getting loaded. He's got his bows removed there. So just have to wait here for instructions. You know, they're very particular here about not speeding through the lot and using your, you know, using the stop signs, wearing your PPE. So you got to be a good boy while you're here. Anyway, I'll try to show you some load if I can. The line is moving along. Now where we unload, if you bring a shipment, is just to my left here. There's 5 bins over here. I think this guy in front of me may be a newcomer. He's stopping here to ask this guy in the front end loader maybe where to go. I don't know. He may be a newcomer here. But anyway, the loading area is up on this end. And the way they like it is this guy should be making a left U-turn here and then end up facing the opposite direction of the way I'm facing up here against this building. It looks like that's what he's doing. So I'm just going to kind of pull up here and wait until he's loaded. And then once he pulls out of the way, I can pull in. I'm going to give you a look of this loading process with this other truck instead of me. You can see the loader there. He's getting the product from over there in that outdoor bin. The loading. So that's how it works. They also bring product from inside there, and there's even a door on the other end of the building over there where they bring stuff. So, but that's how it works. Okay guys, so the loader has loaded me up with what he's comfortable with. He said this particular product has been weighing heavy, so he wanted me to go and scale out, and you know, if I need more I can come back. So let's go around and see what we weigh. There was another Oakley truck that came in and unloaded while I was sitting there getting loaded. I don't know if he's already left or I haven't seen him, so I'm assuming he left. A lot of times you'll reload out of here after you deliver. The truck that loaded in front of me is up there. You can see him. Looks like he's already gotten his tarp put over and ready to head out. So let's get on the scale and see how it looks. Remember, go slow on the scale. All right, with me in the truck, it's looking like it's about 77,200. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back and get a little more. I'm going to ask him for about another 1,000 to 1,500 pounds. They probably would have been okay with me at that weight, but I could take a little more, and this place is easy to get more. All I gotta do is pull around here, and I want to show you this. And I'm gonna tell him I want about 1,000 pounds. That way, if he's a little heavy, I'll be all right. Yeah, there's no other trucks back here, so just me at the moment. All right, so if you're coming back for a second load, you know, you're trying to get a little more product, you just pull up right here. You don't have to hook a left and get over there by the building. You just stop right here, and he'll throw some more in there right here. Okay, that took all of 20 seconds. He was kind of waiting on me. I told him I wanted 1,000 pounds to 1,500 pounds. He already had it in his scooper. So let's see how close we are now. I've got enough fuel to get up to, I'm gonna plan on going to the Loves. There's a new Loves there in Herculaneum, Missouri. I've got enough fuel to get there, so I don't really need any space, any weight for fuel. Got to make a wide turn here to get on the scale right. All right, this is going to be perfect, just perfect. Okay, now it looks like it's with me in the truck, it's showing 78,920. Perfect. Take a look at the paperwork. So they got my gross weight at 78,900, net product weight of 47,580 pounds. So that's good. Everybody should be happy with that. So now what we're going to do is just pull up here off the scale, kind of get over to the right, out of the way. Got a little porta potty there to the left if you need it. I'm going to climb up and take a look at the load to make sure I don't have any product up over my bows. And then get my tarp rolled up. I'll send in my shipping information through the system, and we'll be heading to Troy, Missouri.